going on, guys? Just C504 here, back again, once again. This video we got PBA Week 2 versus the Mystic Mawiles, coached by Clouds, commissioner. So we got our work cut out for us. Obviously, we were ranked number 1 in the power rankings of this team, ranked number 2, my number 1 team. So yeah, it'll be tough to see really how we stack up. I think I like our matchup. So if you have just not been watching me, you would know, or you wouldn't know, but here is this roster that we got. We got Darkrai, Mega Kangaskhan, Tapu Fini, Scizor, Moltres, Mesprit, Galgi, Golurk, Lycanroc, Dusk, Virizion, and Emolga. And then Cloud's roster consists of the top 6 are the ones that I see coming, which are Mega Venusaur, Latios, Corviknight, Galarian, Corsola, DNC, and Urshifu. And then what could still come, but I don't see it coming as much, Mamoswine, Luxray, Pyukumuku, Incineroar, and Inteleon. So basically, Diancie and Corsola are his checks to my best Pokemon, which are the what are they called? The Kangaskhan and the Darkrai. So those two I think are necessary to bring. Latios and Urshifu are just super good offensively against my team, and then Venusaur and Corviknight really help him just play a long game. So yeah, but I could see Mamoswine coming or Inteleon coming, even Incineroar, but I don't see Luxray or Pyukumuku coming, to be honest. Yeah. So then, first thing on my team is the Darkrai. We got Specs Darkrai this week. Thunderbolt, Dark Pulse, Focus Blast, Psychic really just hits his entire team super hard, especially with choice specs. Like, come on, there's like not gonna be really anything he can confidently switch in. Although Scarf or Shifu could be a potential issue for me, because that thing, if it's Scarf, like, it can just destroy me with a Close Combat or a Wicked Blow, so we're going to have to scout for that. Or not Close Combat, or a U-Turn, not a Wicked Blow. We can actually eat one of those, surprisingly. But, yeah, and then we're bulky, although he has an Inteleon. A, I don't see it coming. B, Clouds is a great coach. He would speed creep. So I figured I would just run enough bulk to really help me out. Up next, we got Mama Kangaskhan. Pretty similar set to what we had last week, 282 HP, 16 defense, 240 speed, Jolly Nature, so S-Toss, Fake Out, Crunch, Wish. S-Toss 2 KOs everything on his entire team, outside of, I believe, Corviknight if it's holding lefties, and Corsola, obviously, because that thing just can be immune. Fake Out is just really nice to pick things off, or to break. It doesn't do enough to Corviknight really with leftovers, which is the main issue, but Crunch for Corsola to just not get completely walled out by that, and then Wish is just fantastic for the team. Keeping so many of my mons healthy, keeping this thing healthy, keeping some of the other mons that you'll see later healthy, both I think are really impactful. Up next, we've got our Moltres, and this is max HP, max defense with a little bit in Spatak. Meant to take on Urshifu. Yeah, Hurricane actually can decimate the Mega Venusaur. Fire Blast is really nice just for his team. U-Turn and Roost. One thing that I did notice is that Diancie does a fantastic job against this, just like with Darkrai as well. So Diancie is a mon that just doesn't have enough recovery, so if we force that thing in enough times on our Moltres and on our Darkrai, we'll eventually be able to chip it, and then we can unleash these beasts. But yeah, surprisingly, this Moltres does pretty well against Urshifu, just because if we can bank a Flame Body burn, we just look really solid against it. Up next, Tapu Fini. With the Kebia Berry, this thing can also check Urshifu if is getting too low. If Moltres is getting too low and I want that for other things, Kebia Berry allows me to live a Poison Jab and then another, and force him out with Moonblast. But it's also nice against Mega Venusaur, just in case that thing wants to Sludge Bomb me over Giga Drain. Surf, Defog, and Taunt. One big issue is that Mega Venusaur is just a pain to break. I know this all too well. And taunting it to cut its recovery with Synthesis or Leech Seed, both, or even putting stuff to sleep, just all seems really nice. Although we do have Terrain to help against sleep, but other than that, just really trying to cut this Mega Venusaur just seems like a really solid game plan for me. Because once Mega Venusaur goes down, that's like one major piece of his team gone. The other one, of course, I think, to keep it standing defensively, being Corviknight. But it's going to be just a long game. Clouds has a bunch of defensive pieces. I have a bunch of defensive pieces. So, yeah. Up next, we've got Lycanroc, Scarfed. I think Scarf Latios is a potential bring here, but if not, being able to 100% win the speed tie against that, I don't think Scarf Inteleon comes, so I think I can also beat that. With Stone Edge, Play Rough, Psychic Fangs, and CC, really just eats through his entire team really well, I think. Obviously, it still is not like it's a Lycanroc. It only hits 333 attack, but with Tough Claw's boosted moves, it still does pretty solid. Like Psychic Fangs, I believe, is a 2-hit KO on Mega Venusaur. Edge just hits really hard. CC is also really nice. I'm torn if I want to Drill Run on this thing for Diancie, but you might see me rocking No Close Combat, which I think I might just switch right after this, but Drill Run seems just like a solid option to be able to hit Diancie. And then lastly, we have Virizion. This thing has a really nice matchup as a whole. SD, Zen Headbutt, Close Combat, Leaf Blade. With Life Orb, Zen Headbutt can kind of just do a chunk to Venusaur. CC can even do a chunk to Corviknight. And Leaf Blade just does a chunk to pretty much everything else on his team. Yeah, I really like Virizion's matchup here, surprisingly. So I hope it can deliver for me. We just gotta be mindful of the couple mons that outspeed it, which is Latios, which is a massive issue for this set. Inteleon, which I think I have enough bulk to be able to take that thing on. And then lastly, we gotta be mindful of really just any Scarfers. That's really just my checklist for a Virizion sweep late game. But yeah, all in all, I think I like my odds here. Obviously not the best matchup, especially like compared to last week. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the battle. The opponent just sent the challenge. Let's get right into it. And wow. We see a bunch of different stuff than I've predicted. Okay. No Diancie? No whatchamacallit? No Corsola and no Latios. So yeah, a bunch of stuff. But I really like just a lead Kangaskhan here. Yeah. Wow, okay. So there's a bunch of stuff that I just did not see coming. Actually, let's not just default lead Kangaskhan. What do we think he's just gonna lead? He's probably leading Urshifu, to be honest. Or Incineroar, I could see. Urshifu, Incineroar. Those are the two probable leads in my opinion. And having Finny seems solid versus both of them, but Moltres also does, and I think I'd rather preserve Finny. So yeah, it looks like Moltres will be the lead. Alrighty. Yeah. Okay. He leads Inteleon. Okay. Dang it, I should have just led Finny, but That was a solid lead on his part. I just really didn't see an Inteleon lead. Bruh, I'm getting ghosted on right now. Just fires off a U-turn, that's fine. And we see Luxray come in. I can kind of just go Virizion on this, right? He just fires off a Volt Switch, which he crits. We get haxed already right out the gate. What does he go into now, though? Corviknight? It has to be Corviknight, right? Okay, so how much does a Mega Venusaur Sludge Bomb do to me? And the answer is not killing. He just goes for a knock, that's fine. And Justified, actually... that's crazy. I'll just go Zen Headbutt, and if he has, like... how much does a +3 Sludge Bomb, or +3 Zen Headbutt do? And the answer is a shit ton. So I guess while that calc is up, how much does Inteleon do? Specs Ice Beam. Zen Headbutt misses, of course. Thanks. Close combat. Would be killing. Like, a lot of the time. Okay, so it lives, and it's Rocky Helmet, Brave Bird, so low roll's kind of annoying, but knocking out Corv is really nice for the team. It gives it one of its backbones gone just because. Sure. I'll just fire off a nice Specs hit right now from Darkrai. I'll just drop a T-Bolt. If this thing is scarfed, or just like for some reason max speed, that'd be annoying. Actually, Dark Pulse is kind of free just looking at it. Let's look at Darkrai versus Pulse is still killing. And he could go... He has options to go into, but... Yeah, I really just need to find a safe time. Okay, so he is either fast or he's Scarf. And my bet would be Scarf, which makes Lycanroc just not have a fun time. Well, let's go. No, I want to save the Flame Body chances for something else. Let's go Finny here. Like, he probably just throws off a U-turn or a parting shot, but still. I so wanted to click Focus Blast there, to be honest. He just goes Knockoff, that's fine. Gets rid of my Berry. But now I'll just fire off a fairly free Surf. Probably not gonna do a lot. Was it really almost meh? Okay, I can kind of just go Moltres here as he fires off some seeds. There's no way he stays in, right? Like, I can just fire off a Hurricane and then I'll U-turn next turn. Seems like a solid course of action because nothing really wants to take a Hurricane. I guess we could see a Luxray switch in here, but it's also just a Luxray. Like, yeah. Okay, yeah, he just does go Luxray, but Hurricane still does a chunk. Leech Seed, unfortunately, but I can just go Kang here. And then S-Toss is just really free. Yeah, it is. Just incredibly free. He just fires off a Volt Switch, that's fine. I assume Ursh comes in here, yep. I'm just gonna Mega click Fake Out, get some chip on this thing, I guess. Really just seems necessary. Actually, Urshifu, he might be max HP to just not get 2-hit KO'd, but I feel like that's just incredibly unlikely. So, yeah. Dang, if that Zen Headbutt hit really, like, damn, Virizion just did so much. I guess Inteleon, it looked like it scarfed from the roll, or not from the roll, from the outspeed. Unless Clouds just decided to be in, like, just not fully prepped, like, properly, I guess. But now I can go out into this thing. And we'll just bink a Flame Body Burn. Burn, let's go! Good shit, Moltres. I'll roost up here. Okay, so now he is gutsed up. I mean, like, once I get in my Lycanroc, Stone Edges are just really free. I just gotta get it in. Not sure exactly how. This thing kinda did its job, so I'm fine just firing off a Fire Blast. He just Wild Charges me, goes really low, and then as long as we hit this Fire Blast, boom. Good job, Moltres. Yeah, So now he gets to pick this off with whatever, really. But maybe holding this thing as a sack just because fucking Venusaur is such a pain in the ass could be a good play, actually. Because, like, if we look at this thing versus a Mega Venusaur, what are you called? Moltres? It's still doing a massive chunk to this thing. But yeah, Moltres really putting in some great work here. I knew max HP, max defense Moltres was going to be a bring. I'll just roost up here in case he wants to, I don't know, go for a U-turn, and maybe I live. I doubt I do, but he just jabs me. That's fine. I can just kind of pretty freely fire off Play Rough, right? Or just a Stone Edge. Let's just look at how much Lycanroc should be doing to Urshifu. I'll just fire off, like, CC should be killing. He goes Mega Venu, kind of as expected. He's probably going to get up some seeds this turn. Okay, so now I'm just going to fire off a Psychic. He just goes Incineroar. Damn, I should have fucking fired off a Focus Blast. Second time I was considering it, but didn't do it. Every Mon's holding powder and Scope Lens. Yeah, I'm just gonna Moonblast here. Okay. He just parting shots. I should have just taken the kill, to be honest, but yeah. I mean, like, I saw what his name scheme was. A-R-S-S. Okay, so now we're gonna do the big boy play and go for a taunt. Mega Kang, he just goes for a Giga Drain, that's fine. I'll fake out for some chip on really anything that wants to come in. Maybe even just Incineroar comes in. Yeah. I need to get up a Wish sometime. Really helped this thing out tremendously, but alrighty. He just has so much bulk left. Thankfully, Darkrai with Specs can really threaten to claim 1. How much does Darkrai with Specs do to Venusaur? Psychic does a ton. He's gonna P-Jab here. Okay, or he just lets me take 50% off the Venu, which is nice, like really nice. I thought he was just going to go for a raw P-jab, but actually getting this Venusaur is even more impactful because now Lycanroc just kind of goes in the rest of the game. Or he is forced to give me something else if he wants to keep this thing up. He just goes Urshifu. That's fine. Boom. Bada bing. Bada burn. I'll go Finny now. And he can just die to burn. Mega Venusaur comes out. I'm fine if I die to this, honestly. I'll just taunt it in case. Okay, he goes for the drain. And we see how much did this thing do to Venu. I know that just fake out into S-Toss KOs, so that's the play. Inteleon, that's fine. Like, how much does Inteleon do to Kangaskhan? But you're not Specs. You're Scarf. Meh. I'll just go Dark right here. Sack that off. He has Snipe Shot. He crits. He might be the thing, but I'll just fake out here. I'm pretty sure S-Toss should just KO and then do a ton to the Venu if he wants to go for that as well. Okay. And then I should just be able to throw off a S-Toss. He crits again. For real. So if he's Scarfed, I gotta go for Psychic Fangs. It's my only play. So he's either just fast. He can't be Scarf. He has to be the Scope Lens. So let's just... Do I want to spoil it for myself? Yeah, it looks like we're not winning. So either Cloud's just got some nice crits, or so yeah, I'm pretty sure we just lose 1-0. GG. He wins. He wins. Unfortunate. Unless we crit. He just crit me twice in a row. We got a like 4% chance or whatever it is to win this game. Nope. Yeah. Unfortunate. Unfortunately, we do end up taking a 1-0 loss here. Ugh. I thought he was fucking Scarfed. Like, that's so dumb. Like, he fucking just goes max speed. Yeah, that's dumb. But, yeah. Until next time, Jesse504 out. Peace.